We're Matt and Josh, two crazy Kiwis. And we've decided to travel the length of our beautiful country, New Zealand, on rollerblades.
When I'm old and grey, I want to have a few stories to tell my grandkids.
And one of those stories has to be that we rollerbladed this country.
There's just one problem. We're terrible at rollerblading. Oh!
It's definitely not going to be easy.
It's the last time I ever buy rollerblades off a 12-year-old.
That's why we need all the help we can get along the way. What made you pick us up?
No, I thought one of you was a girl.
Strap up, because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Previously on Blade NZ.
We knew it was going to be pretty hard, but this is ridiculous.
We began our rollerblading journey through New Zealand. You're not going to murder us up here or anything, are you?
We spent some time hanging out with a local possum trapper named John.
It's nice to be in the bush.
Yep, away from every other bastard.
We encountered some bad weather in the Bay of Islands.
We were told that the views are incredible here, but we can't actually see anything.
But the Tutakaka coast looked more promising as we settled in for our diving trip in the morning.
Didn't surf. This time, we take our journey to new depths at the Poor Knights.
Back on the road, we crossed paths with an irate pirate.
I saw those rollerblades. I thought, who are these dumb amateur punks?
And try our hand at good old Kiwi farming. You can't just get stuck right into hard work. You've got to ease yourself into it.
We're shooting down south from the Tutakaka coast to see what Waiheke Island has to offer.
Before checking out the iconic Coromandel Peninsula. And finally, finishing in the Hauraki Plains.
Shine like gold.
This morning, we're on our way to the Poor Knights Islands to go diving.
Sun shining, bloody mint day, and I am bloody excited.
Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Josh. He's feeling a little bit anxious about diving. He doesn't actually dive too much, but he reckons he's one of the best snorkelers in New Zealand, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Almost at the spot. This could be the last time you ever see me. Here we go. Whoa. Now that I'm in the water, I feel heaps more confident. I don't even know why I was worried in the first place. This is crazy.
Holy mackerel. Or should I say snapper? There's literally snapper in every direction. It's absolutely insane. This is blowing my mind, but I've got a little bit carried away. I've just realised that I haven't seen Josh for ages and I can't seem to find him anywhere. I can see everyone else from the boat except for Josh, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried. It turns out Josh is stuck in the kelp.
We may laugh now, but at the time I was actually really petrified.
How long were you stuck for?
How long were we diving for?
It's taken most of the dive and I've used up all of my oxygen, but I've finally managed to free Josh from the kelp.
Nice to see New Zealand underwater. I would rate it a good 2.5 out of 5.
It's been a pretty amazing day on the water, and I think it's an experience that neither of us will ever forget, especially you. So you were shit.
So awesome. It's now time to head back to shore and get back on the road.
Rollerblading! Our next mission is to get to Waiheke Island, 37 kilometres offshore from Auckland City.
We've heard there's some pretty alternative people there and we'd love to meet some of them. We're taking a ferry from downtown Auckland, New Zealand's largest urban region and home to over a quarter of the country's population.
We've got a 40-minute trip ahead of us, so we figured we might as well get some blading practice in.
Tonight we've organised to couch surf with a local builder named Chris.
We're not too sure what to expect, but after staying with John the possum hunter, we're prepared for anything. We were wrong.
Here come the girls. Yeah. When you see a man in a dress, if you have to look at him, smile.
I see you're ready to party down. You're gonna have some fun tonight.
Turns out that Chris now identifies as Krista.
After 49 years of living as a man, he decided to become she. And 1 year on, she couldn't be happier with the choice he made.
If you're totally honest, if you have no lies, you are completely bulletproof.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to be. Excuse the pun, I've got the balls to do that.
Unfortunately, not everyone shares the same opinion on her change.
The gays have won their fight. The transsexuals haven't even started. I was just saying, if you can find anything in the fridge you like, just have it, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Krista is such a lovely person, and I feel like I've learned a lot just from hanging out with her from one night. You can actually be born a woman in a man's body. I guess it's true what they say. You learn something new every day.
Staying with Krista was great and very eye-opening, but as always, we have to keep moving. She's kindly offered us a ride into town this morning. There certainly seems to be some awesome local characters around these parts.
You know?
Do you know any good spots that we should check out?
Bloody oh, mate, we've got so many beautiful beaches here. About a half-minute walk over this little piece of rock, then you're onto Palm Beach, into the nudie Palm Beach. It's beautiful, actually, it really is.
Hearing the words nude and beach has got us pretty excited.
It's got you pretty excited.
Maybe. So you're having a drink of milk down there?
Yeah, yeah. With a touch of brandy in a place.
We're following our new mate's advice, and we're making our way to the nude beach.
Yeah, the terrain here at Waiheke is pretty good.
There's lots of awesome walks you can do in Waiheke. It's not bad for blading too.
Matt's been showing off quite a bit lately. He really thinks he's hot stuff. I think it's time to show them how a real man blades.
Josh is probably slamming an average of 4 times a day at the moment.
Whenever there's a gradient, I'm going to slam.
Surely we're getting close to the new beach now. Josh still hasn't figured out how to brake, which is quite amusing.
Thank you.
Hey, boys!
To be honest, I'm getting kind of sick of you laughing at me every 5 minutes.
What am I meant to do?
I don't know, be a better friend, be nice, support me.
Oh God, I think I just hurt Josh's feelings.
It can be tough travelling sometimes, especially with another person. You can really get on each other's nerves a bit. It's nice to get some time to yourself now and then. Coming up, our trip to the Coromandel's Cathedral Cove heads downhill fast.
Ah, there's force down there.
And we head to the Waiheke Plains and embrace the farmer's lifestyle. We are 7 days and 589 kilometres into our epic challenge of rollerblading down the length of New Zealand.
2 days ago, we embarked on an underwater adventure in the famous Porn Ice.
I'd rate it a good 2.5 out of 5.
And our trip to the weird and wonderful Waiheke Island landed us in some interesting company.
Next time you see a man in a dress, if you have to look at him, smile.
This morning we're on the east coast of the Coromandel Peninsula, a North Island hotspot known for its abundance of white sand beaches. And we've just met another fellow traveller.
Arr, me hearties. My name's David. I'm currently sailing up the coast of New Zealand, but I also hitchhike around the land.
David's pretty experienced when it comes to travelling, and it seems he doesn't rate our mode of transport.
How far can you rollerblade? I mean, work it out. I mean, I saw those rollerblades. I thought, who are these dumb amateur punks?
Pretty rough call, but probably true. David reckons hitchhiking is the best way to get around.
You've got to pick your ride, you know? There's been a couple of times there where people have turned up and ready to give me a ride, and I've looked inside their car and I thought, no, these guys are dodgy. Where's my parrot? Polly! Polly! Come here!
At first, David did seem like a really friendly pirate. I like your little mullet you've got going there.
No, it's just the way my hair grows.
Why don't you get some blades and roll with us?
Oh. Take your rollerblades and throw them in the creek behind me.
But he seemed to get a little bit aggravated when no one would pick him up.
Get all your packs out of the way so they can't see all the bloody crap they're going to have to put into their cars.
Yeah, he said he was an expert hitchhiker, but he'd been there a while. He had about 6 or 7 beers.
Get your camera off the boat! That's on, get your camera, get him away. Hey, Dick, pick me up. Wait, hey, Dick, pick me up. That worked.
And just like that, David has a ride.
Luckily for us, we've got our own mode of transport.
And we're now en route to Cathedral Cove, just a short blade away.
Josh is actually from around this area, and he doesn't really know much about it. So he hasn't been very helpful.
From what I can see, it looks like the terrain's okay.
Cathedral Cove's a really popular tourist spot.
Yeah, it's one of the top 3 rollerblading spots in the world. Yeah, it's meant to be a 20-minute walk, so I reckon we're going to get down there in 4 minutes on the blades.
Tragedy. One of my wheels has just fallen off. Maybe this place isn't the best blading in the Coromandel, Josh.
Would you say that's one of the more crucial wheels to have?
I'd say it would be the most crucial wheel, probably. It's not ideal, but it's entertaining watching Josh try to get down there on his blade, so I'm happy enough. Nice! 360! Ah, there's force down there.
Yeah, there were a few times where I thought that I wasn't going to make it. Back to it, I suppose.
It's a little bit of a shame. It took us probably 2 hours to get down here. Now the sun's going down.
Yeah, it's a 40-minute walk and it's all downhill, so I assume that would be maximum 10 minutes on the blades.
To be honest, I'm pretty fed up with Josh. He just doesn't seem to know anything. None of his knowledge is very accurate, and it's starting to take its toll. It's just unbelievable. I think we're learning a lot about each other the further into this trip that we get. Sometimes I wonder whether it was a good idea to give up everything to do this. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is friendship.
All we want and all we need is each other before the day is gone. Yeah, we'll all be friends forever. Da 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 da. When we're in it together.
Matt, yeah. My big spoon or a little spoon tonight?
We've talked about this.
Little spoon, got it. We've managed to set up some accommodation in the Waiheke Plains.
We're going woofing.
Woofing's a really popular option for budget travellers. Basically, you work on someone's farm in exchange for accommodation and a bit of food, and they shower you.
They shower you?
You get to have a shower. When did that lady say she was going to be home?
No, I don't know. So our job today on the farm is to go and plant some weeds.
Kill some weeds.
Kill some weeds.
Yeah, this lady that owns the farm shot off to Pyra for the day, and she's left us here alone, but I've had a look. I don't think it's more than a couple hours work. We're fast workers.
What's that saying? Work faster, not smarter.
Exactly. But first things first, we're actually in some dire need of some maintenance ourselves, so we're going to get onto that.
Keep that bowl steady, please.
I'll just do this.
Okay, we'll take the bowl off now.
I can see it in the bowl. Oh, it's cool.
I cannot tell a lie, this is not the first bowl cut or mullet I've had.
No, I've had my fair share of bowl cuts and mullets as well. Never at the same time.
I feel empowered.
Do you feel attractive?
No, but I didn't before this anyway.
Do you like it dirty? Do you like it hot? Do you like it hot? Snap it up, snap it up. You want it? Snap it up, snap it up. Yeah, you want it? I'm sexy and you know it. I'll make it pop, pop. Breathe in, breathe out, don't blow it. Gonna make it pop, pop. It's simple as
The work on the farm's easier than I thought, probably because we haven't done actually what she said, but it's good times.
Yeah. You can't just get stuck right into hard work. You've got to ease yourself into it.
Yeah, I agree. Riding the tractor, feeling the vibe, just soaking up the farm. That's what it's all about.
Oi! Oi! I've seen the tractor out there.
Oh no, we went.
Who said you could use the tractor? Go on, get out. I'll do the job myself.
Well, our woofing experience hasn't been the best. We didn't realise that she was a little bit of a nutter.
We are now going to camp on what we think is that lady's farm, but we're not sure. We'll be gone first thing in the morning anyway. Farmers don't get up early, do they? Not as early as bladers. I am a bit disappointed, in all honesty. I was really looking forward to the first hot shower in a long time. But I guess you just gotta make do with what you got. Careful, mate, it's freezing. It's a bit of a shame not to get a nice warm house to sleep in, but it could be worse, eh?
Could be a lot worse.
You got a bit of spider on you. It's gone, it's gone.
Where is it?
It's gone. Oh no, it's there.
Get it!
It's gone, it's in the water there, see?
Oh, get it out! Flick it, can you?
It's on your leg. You not like spiders,
I
sorry.
hate spiders. Lovely. Another spider.
Yeah.
I think we've disturbed a batch of spiders here.
It's going for my head. It's going on my head. In hindsight, this was a fucking dumb idea, wasn't it? Oh, now my blade's wet. You stupid. Woofing really wasn't for us, but we like to live life with no regrets. However, I do regret getting in this trough.